All right. Well, I know we're like almost to the top of the hour, so let's quickly go around and share your takeaway. So I'd love to hear, as coaching client, um, what is your takeaway from motivation styles and nutrition that we covered tonight?
I'll start.
Thanks, Laura. My takeaway is that nutrition is one of those topics that I think you have to plan on taking a lot more time than most other, or some other topics anyway. I think nutrition will always take more time than you think it will with people.
Right, because you could literally do one session about each of the areas of the nutrition reel. Good thoughts, Laura. What about you, JC?
I really like that when we talked about motivation types earlier in our group, we touched on, there isn't necessarily a bad or good motivation type in each pairing. And it's just kind of the awareness of where you're pulling the motivation type and how you can use that. So I thought that was really cool. And as far as nutrition, I would agree with Laura. I think you could totally do a full session on all of these little pieces. And I think Laura and I could have kept talking for hours.
Yeah, it's so important. And just remember, like, this could be a measurement of where they're starting, and then it could be an ongoing conversation, especially if this nutrition is very key for their wellness goals. It's an ongoing conversation. You might do one section each week or something like that and really dig in and explore that with them. Oh, thanks, JC. What about you, Sarah?
Yeah, I'm kind of on similar lines. I mean, it's neat to see how closely tied motivation and nutrition are. And when you think about it, like, nutrition isn't a behavior that you can choose to do. Like, you have to eat every day. Like, you don't have to exercise every day, but you have to eat every day. And so it's really important and for people, and tied in to what they do. But I also like that they're free to make their own choices, and we're not the expert. We're just kind of helping them pick what works best for them. So it's cool. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of like freedom and like, oh, I don't have to tell them what to do. I can just explore with them and encourage them and empower them to figure out what they need to do and talk to an expert. There's so much freedom in that for us as coaches.
Yeah.
Robin, what are your thoughts?
Basically that there is, some freedom in knowing that you're not the expert, that we're just exploring, because everybody's nutritional path is a little different. Everybody has different likes and dislikes and beliefs, and there's 1,000 different things out there. So not being the expert is wonderful, but helping them discover what might work best for them is always good.
Yeah. So it's freeing. That's the word that comes to mind. It's exciting and freeing because, I don't know about you, but I never really thought about there's so many different areas of nutrition, right? And it's so cool to even think about, how is my mental and physical energy? When I make these choices, what's the difference? When I make different choices. It's just so fun to explore. Like that you could literally go through with each thing they eat and just explore how they feel afterwards. And it's just really cool. Mike, what are your closing thoughts here?
Just really enjoying this stuff. I'm really liking how it's layering on top of each other, from the core motivation profiles and how they can feed into and layer with the motivational styles, and how those can feed into and layer with approaches to nutrition. It's just, I love being exposed to new structures of understanding, and this is really cool stuff. And so I'm trying to soak it up as much as I can, but it's fun. Yeah, I can see it becoming really valuable as a tool, as a set of tools. So
your flour is soaking. Yeah, this is definitely a really, really cool tool. And there's so much potential with it. like you were saying, Mike, they just layer on top of each other, like habits and motivation, tying into nutrition. So many different things will tie in from here on out as well. So it'll be an ongoing area of focus, I'm sure. What about you, Eddie? Do you have any thoughts to share to close?
Yeah, my takeaway is I know I am not the expert, and I just need to make a right question, for they choose the best for them. That's mean what we do here is just right. What we do here is just ask the right question, for they understand what they are and what they need to do.
Very beautifully put, Eddie. Yep. Have the questions. You don't have to have the advice. One last thought I want to leave you guys with is it's okay to give resources. So, and it's actually part of the third overview you'll do. That's a measurement after they get to action, like empowering them with tools or resources. So, for example, have you ever tried tracking with this app like MyFitnessPal, or have you ever tried do this? Just not saying, oh, you should do this, but here's some resources. And you'll notice that a lot of the nutrition chapter, there is research at the bottom that you could look up. And so it's great to have resources to empower your clients with. And I'm going to send you guys a few things that, it's great to, hey, have you tried this out? Or just so you know, this is here, especially if they're like working on their water goal. There's an app for that, for tracking water, or there's, food journals. So you can empower your client along the way with resources. So you're experts, but you are able to like encourage them and empower them with resources. And so especially with this area, there's so many out there. I think there's even a registry that you can go on and like look for different nutritionists and dietitians in your area and compare and all those things. There's just so many resources. So that's the closing thought. You can have resources. I just want to thank you guys all because it's such a cool, I don't know, my takeaway is the stories are so impactful, like just in how they tap into our empathetic motivation, and then our own journeys as well with nutrition, or with certain things that will affect like how we can empathetically coach. So I'd love you guys to be thinking about that, like what your empathetic motivation for coaching is, because it's something you can think about for this whole class. It's such a cool thing. And then just a reminder, just because I know chapters are mixed up, don't use the book in terms of what chapter's next. We are doing Coaching to Flourish, which in the PDF is chapter 7, but you will still be doing chapter 9, but there'll be less focus on habits and just on exercise. So again, it'll be exercise, Coaching to Flourish, and probably some tie-in with habits as well. So just so you guys know, and feel free to let me know if you have any questions on that. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. Thanks for staying late with me. And you'll see John next week.
Okay. Thanks so much.
Thanks, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.